Please be seated. Members of the jury, welcome back from lunch. We will continue with the presentation of evidence. Ms. Stone, you may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. State recalls Officer Chavez.
Come forward, please. And you remain under oath. So you may be seated. And Ms. Stone, you may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Officer Chavez.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Officer Chavez, you testified a couple of days ago. Do you recall that?
I do.
And do you recall during the course of your testimony discussing that after taking statements from the student witnesses, you ended up speaking with Zara and Hanine Ali? Do you recall that?
I do.
Okay. And do you recall during the course of your testimony indicating that Zara Ali had essentially made complaints to you that Isaiah was changing her daughter's mind, and I believe you said that she said he was a danger. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And during the course of that conversation with the two, sometimes Hanine was speaking, sometimes Zara was speaking, and sometimes they were speaking essentially together or over top of each other. Is that an accurate relay of your testimony?
Yes.
Okay. And but throughout that course of interaction, you were engaging with them and they were volunteering that information. Do you recall that?
I do, yes.
Okay. I believe also during the course of that testimony, and correct me if I'm wrong, you indicated that you didn't see any visible signs of injury to either woman, and they made several statements about what they believed had occurred,
That's correct.
or at least what they wanted you to know had occurred.
Correct.
And then you kind of explained what the manner in which that communication occurred and how responsive they were to directives to you regarding whether they could see or speak with Zara Ali. Do you recall that?
I do.
Okay. During the course of these events, do you have a body camera?
I do, yes.
Okay. And tell me that body camera is activated, or how that body camera works, if you will, please, ma'am.
So the body cams that we wear can be activated in a couple different ways. One is manually, where we hit the button. When we arrive on scene, it'll begin recording. The other way is it's activated by a signal. So in my case, for this incident, I was arriving on scene from another location in my patrol vehicle. So when I activated my vehicle's lights and sirens, it automatically started my body cam while I was driving.
Okay. And do you recall exactly how long that body camera footage was of that day in full?
I think it's roughly 50 minutes long. It's fairly long.
Okay. And have you had an opportunity prior to this afternoon to review that body camera?
Yes, ma'am.
When and where did you have an opportunity to do that?
This morning at 8:30 a.m.
Okay. And where at?
At the courthouse here in the meeting room.
Okay. And prior to reviewing that body camera here, did you have an opportunity to review it on your own system to watch the whole 52 minutes prior to testifying?
I did, yes.
Okay. During the course of questioning, do you recall the state asking you questions along the lines of, without repeating anything that Hanine Ali told you, what did Zara say to you?
I do remember this, yes.
And so, to be clear, if your body camera captured a video, would that video be with both of them speaking?
Yes.
So when you reviewed the video at the state's office this morning, was some of Hanine's statements redacted out, consistent with the way questions have been asked to you previously?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Petitioner?
You may.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 122. Ask you to look at that silently to yourself for a moment, and when you're done, please. Do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a USB drive.
And what is that a USB drive of?
It'll be a short video of my body cam footage from the date of the incident.
Okay, and when you say a short video, do you mean it's the portion addressing that conversation about which we've just discussed?
Yes.
Okay. And based on your review of that video, did that appear to be a true and accurate video with those redactions for Hanine's states where she's speaking essentially on her own?
Yes, it does.
Thank you. At this time, the state would move to admit State's Exhibit 122.
Mr. Kading, any objection?
No, Your
Mr. Larry?
Honor. No, Your Honor.
122 shall be admitted.
Thank you. May I retrieve and publish, Your Honor?
You may.
I'm playing it. How long is this video, officer? Can you see?
I can see the date at the top. I think it's roughly 4 minutes.
So a little over 4 minutes?
Correct.
Okay. And before I start this video, what is the date time notation at the top? What are you looking at here in terms of a body camera?
It's going to be year 2024, October 18th, at roughly 2:44 p.m.
Okay. And underneath, are you looking at the upper right-hand corner of the start of this video before it's playing next to the yellow triangle indicator?
I am.
Okay. I'm hitting play.
They said my daughter. We woke up, she was there, 5 o'clock in the morning. He keep changing his mind. He thought about her, go.
So, how did you end up here? So, when you found her here, what did you do? What? So, what did you do?
You know this guy. You know this guy. What's going on there? We still. They got punching them, my husband. Yeah, they thought it was two people were punching him. You know this guy. This guy did that to us on my daughter.
So I think when I got here, your dad was on the ground and was being held down by another
He
male.
was getting punched and held down.
Okay.
Like I said, and
Another
another person.
Okay, and then what happened after that? Where were you guys?
I was holding my sister. He punched me also. He was trying to get away, but I was like, back off, don't touch me. He's not letting me touch me. I'm gonna hug her. He's not letting me do anything. She's my sister. Why is he doing this? And then they pushed me also me. He punched my mom. And then they yelled me on the floor. And they think my daughter would have when they got on the way in the school.
Okay. So you're saying he punched her or pushed her?
All Chavez all at once, like this, everything. And they push me in the front.
And he's almost done over there. When he is done, come and talk to you guys, okay? He's just about wrapped up over there.
The officer name.
Did you see these people? Do you see them doing it over there?
I'm familiar with the last time we were out with you guys.
This is family, that child is my daughter. This is that child.
And you said you were holding your sister.
And I pushed my mom and punched her, yes, onto the ground, and then
they ran away.
and take my daughter and then run away in the school. Go in the school then.
Stay over here with me and keep talking to me. Man, keep talking with me.
Can you
Man,
get off the car? Get off the car.
so you said that they took Fatima and put her into the school.
We're not. Can you get off the car?
You can't do this. This is just him. Just
You can watch him from right here, okay?
So Officer Chavez, to be clear, that's the testimony that you provided consistent before regarding that conversation, is that correct?
Correct.
And during the course of that testimony, did it become, did Zara Ali make it obvious who she believed was the bad person in this event?
She did.
Yeah. And who did she blame that on? Any comments about her husband's actions whatsoever to you?
She did not.
Okay. I'm going to show you what will be State's Exhibit 123 to 132. May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
I apologize, they're currently stacked backwards, but I would ask you to look at State's Exhibits 123 to 132 and look up at me when you're done. Do you recognize what I've handed you there in State's Exhibits 123 to 132?
I do.
And what are those?
These are images from my body cam.
And those images from your body cam, does that cover essentially sporadically throughout that entire 52 minutes, or is it just the portion that we watched a moment ago?
It's from when my body cam turns on while I'm en route to the location throughout the whole interaction.
Okay. And in terms of that 52 minutes, is all of that 52 minutes investigatory time? Is it interspersed with other things? How would you describe the entirety of your time on scene, or so to speak, from the time you got the call to the time you departed the scene?
I would say that the commuting time between receiving the call and answering for it and arriving at the scene to be inconsequential, not really part of any kind of investigative step.
Is it fair to say a lot of things happened during the course of a response time on scene that may not be significant in terms of your investigation?
Correct.
Okay. At this time, the state would move to admit State's Exhibits 123 to 132.
Any objection, Mr. Kading?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Larry? 123 through 132 shall be admitted.
May I retrieve those and publish, Your Honor?
You may.
And Officer Chavez, I'm going to first show you publish what has been admitted as State's Exhibit 123. just because we're not watching the entirety of the 52 minutes, officer, I just want you to give a sense, please, to the jury of what they're looking at in these photos over the course of the 52 minutes. We'll get it to autofocus. There it goes. So what are we at here? What are we looking at in 123, Officer Chavez?
So this is going to be myself in the driver's seat. I believe this would be right when my body cam had turned on.
Was that identified by the 2 seconds here on the bottom left-hand corner at the start of that time?
Yes.
Okay. And same date time as that indicated in the upper right-hand corner of this exhibit?
Correct.
And how much time does it say the total body cam time is, officer? Can you see that?
No, I'm not sure which number that is. You mean at the time, the date?
No, the elapsed
14:50?
time, the length of the body camera.
Oh, 02 seconds.
52:37?
Oh, on that side, yes. The entire length, yes, is 52:37.
Okay. And showing you States Exhibit 124. What are we looking at here?
This is after I've exited my patrol vehicle and I'm approaching the scene.
Okay, and about how much time has elapsed at this point?
4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Okay. And when you say exited your patrol vehicle, just to recap, had you parked your vehicle in the street? Is that
I
what your
had,
prior
yes.
testimony was?
Yes.
Okay. States Exhibit 125. What time are we at on this photograph?
This will be 9 minutes and 21 seconds after my body cam started.
Okay, and do you recall what's happening at this point?
I do, yes.
What's happening at this point?
This is when I returned to my vehicle to look for witness statement forms.
And were you out of those statement forms?
I was.
Okay. And you testified to that the other day, is that correct?
That's correct.
States Exhibit 126. What are we looking at here?
This is in front of the Timberline High School, roughly near where the IAT bus stop is.
And how much time has elapsed?
20 minutes and 21 seconds.
And maybe a silly question, but who is pictured here on the right-hand side?
That
States Exhibit 127. How much time has elapsed at this point?
24 minutes and 52 seconds.
And what are you doing at this time?
This is I'm repositioning my vehicle from Mullen Road into the parking lot of Timberline High School.
And you testified about that the other day as well, correct?
Correct.
States Exhibit 128. How far are we into the video here?
29 minutes and 34 seconds.
And that 29 minutes and 34 seconds, is that part of the conversation that we just watched in terms of Exhibit 133?
Yes.
So is that a little over halfway into your time on scene that this conversation occurred?
That's correct.
States Exhibit 129. And what time is this occurring?
This is 35 minutes after my body cam began.
And do you recognize who's pictured here?
Yes.
Who's pictured in this photograph?
The officer that's speaking with the phone numbers is Corporal, and then standing next to him in between myself and Corporal Stanford is Officer Hing.
Okay. Do you recall what was occurring during this period of time?
Yes.
And what was occurring during this period of time?
This is when they were asking to see the husband. and-
Mr. Ali?
Yes.
Okay. Was Corporal Stanford facilitating that, so to speak?
Yes.
States Exhibit 130. What time are we at here?
51 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay, and what is pictured or depicted in this still shot?
This would be Hanine and Zara as they're walking away from the officers towards their vehicle.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, what time was that at? I don't recall if I asked you that.
51 minutes and 6 seconds.
Thank you. States Exhibit 131. What time are we at here?
It's cut off on the screen. 51 minutes and 47 seconds.
Okay, and who's pictured here, almost at the dead center of that photograph?
That was Hanine and Zara as they were walking back to their vehicle.
Okay. and the very end of your body camera from that day or from this incident, what is depicted here? First of all, what time are we at?
52 minutes and 37 seconds, and that's Corporal.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions at this time.
Mr. Kading, cross-examination. Mr. Leary, cross-examination.
Thank you for returning, Officer Chavez. What was the purpose for you to talk to Zara Ali?
Well, I was assigned to go and kind of stand with them, just kind of as a crowd control, make sure that they didn't try to go back into the school to go back into, or go to speak to Mr. Ali.
Okay.
While I was kind of standing there, they saw me, approached me, and began to speak to me, so I engaged.
Okay. And it appeared that you were taking notes.
Correct.
Tell me about that process. Why do you take notes?
It's something that I personally do all of the time. I like the tactile reinforcement to help me remember things. So typically I'll have my notebook out anytime that I'm talking with somebody, just in case something relevant comes up or they want me to take something down. I'll have it out there and ready.
Okay. Did you deem anything that they had shared with you relevant?
Just what they had written down, or I had written down initially when they were telling me that they were punched and pushed to the ground.
Okay. We saw body-worn video. What is the process for uploading body-worn video?
So at the end of my shift, or if there's a critical incident that occurs, I can dock the camera back at the police station and it'll automatically upload that, any footage that was taken throughout my shift.
So if there was if for some reason you never acted your body-worn video during a shift, you would not upload. There would be no video to upload. Fair?
If the camera is not in sleep mode, it automatically buffers every 30 seconds. I believe that a supervisor is able to access that, but it doesn't record full-length videos as the one that was taken that day.
But in this situation, you knew it was activated because lights and sirens in the car automatically activates the body-worn, correct?
Correct.
And so, at the end of the shift would have then docked it to then upload it to a server?
Correct.
Does supervisors routinely review your body-worn video after each shift?
I believe so.
Okay. Whole thing?
I am not sure.
Okay. You also write supplemental reports, correct?
Correct.
What's the purpose of the reports?
Purpose of the reports to provide any kind of information that may be relevant to the primary officer's report, if we're collecting information from somebody, if we're on scene for an extended duration and interacting with people who are either witnesses or involved parties.
Okay. And so this incident obviously would have qualified for you to write a report, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, you did, right?
Yes, sir.
And in that report, you documented talking to Caleb Fish. Or her daughter,
Correct.
in terms of that she saw her husband being punched in the head repeatedly,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Correct.
That was done by Isaiah Williams. That Isaiah had pushed her off, correct?
Correct.
And no documentation as to her demeanor, correct?
Correct.
So the clip that we saw, video exhibit number 122, we are provided primarily with the answers of Zara Ali, correct?
Correct.
But we also know that Hanine did provide information, but that has been redacted, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Zara Ali appeared extremely distraught. Agreed?
Correct.
Extremely sad?
Upset.
Worried?
Correct.
Specifically about her daughter, right?
It was difficult to tell.
She talked about, they took my daughter away. Do you remember her saying that?
Yes.
And that she indicated that Isaiah was saying, go, go, go. Correct?
Correct.
She appeared very worried about her daughter, right?
It was my opinion that she seemed more worried about her husband.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Objection asked and answered.
Overruled.
She was talking about her daughter being taken away, correct?
Correct.
And she appeared distraught and sad and worried about that fact. Do you disagree?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Is there a reason why you didn't include the information provided by Zara Ali in your supplemental report?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Yes, sir.
Were you told not to?
I wasn't instructed not to. I was instructed that my primary role at that time was just the students that I'd spoken to, and that the primary officer would be conducting interviews with the family members and doing all the follow-up.
Who was the primary officer?
Officer Hang.
Okay. Do you know whether that ever happened?
I don't know. No.
Okay. Did you see that happen on scene?
No, sir.
Doesn't it also make sense to document in case the story's changed?
I suppose so.
Okay. Nothing further.
Redirect.
Thank you. Officer Chavez, Mr. Leary keeps saying, isn't it important to document, and you didn't document, but you did document, correct? You did a supplemental report, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that was pretty, and it described everything that we just reviewed.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was after the fact, fair?
Yes, ma'am.
But you did in fact create a supplemental report contrary to what was just implied by counsel, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And you're not the primary officer, and normally, is it fair to say in the process of doing an investigation, different tasks are laid out to different people?
Correct.
Okay. And you were not the primary officer in this case, correct?
Correct.
Previously, and I want to make sure I understand, Ms. Ali, you said seemed upset, but did you notice any tears or anything of that indication?
No, I did not.
And during the course of her presentation to you, she made a lot of statements about what happened to her physically. Is that correct?
Correct.
Did you observe anything on her person consistent with what she was saying to you?
I did not.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Leary?
Nothing further.
You may step down. Thank you. Call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next is Corporal Stanford. May I step out to grab him?
Yes. Come forward, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be true and correct?
I do.
Please be seated. Ms. Stone, you may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Corporal Stanford.
Good afternoon.
Can you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
It's Alfred Stanford, Stanford.
And Corporal Stanford, I'm going to ask you to keep your voice up a little bit. You can also pull the chair forward and pull the, yep, perfect. I just want to make sure the court reporter can hear you and the interpreters behind me can hear you as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed, sir?
Yes.
How so?
I'm a police officer with the City of Lacey Police Department
How long have you been in law enforcement?
since 2003.
And has all of that been with the City of Lacey?
Yes, sir.
Can you please describe your training and experience in law enforcement, sir?
Well, from the beginning, I graduated from Washington State University with a Bachelor in Art and Criminal Justice in 2003. From there, I was hired by the City of Lacey Police Department, initially as a community service officer. During that time, I received my reserve officer commission, and after receiving that commission, I was hired full-time as a police officer with City of Lacey. and graduated from the Police Corps Federal Law Enforcement Academy in 2005.
I'm going to slow you down just a little bit,
Sorry
okay?
about
I want to make sure that the interpreters can hear you and also translate it, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, so after 2005, you graduated, is that what I understand?
That's correct.
What happened next?
I was assigned to the patrol division as a patrol officer, and during that time I also went through training to become a technical collision investigator and a traffic investigator as well. After my tenure during the traffic division, I was promoted to the rank of detective, where I served at that position from 2015 to 2018. After that time, I returned to patrol, and in 2022-21, I was promoted to the rank of corporal, which I currently serve right now.
And what is a corporal? What does that mean?
It's a patrol level supervisor.
And as a patrol level supervisor, what do you do? What's your job, or what does that entail for you?
Job to assist patrol officers with their daily duties and also supervise and provide whatever resources they might need during their patrol shifts.
Thank you. And were you employed by the Lacey Police Department in October of 2024?
Yes, I was.
And were you working on October 18th, 2024 at approximately 2:15 p.m.?
Yes.
You hesitated.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I worked at that time. I worked in swing shift, which starts at 2:20 in the afternoon to 1 in the morning. So during the time that the call you're referencing came out, we were just beginning our patrol shift, so about 5 minutes prior to our actual shift beginning.
Okay. Then you said to the incident I'm about to talk about, did you become involved in an investigation then occurring at Timberline High School, located off of Mullen Road in Lacey, Washington?
Yes, I did.
And did you go to that location?
Yes, I did.
About what time did you arrive?
About 2:40, 2:45 in the afternoon.
And what did you observe when you arrived? What did you see first?
When I arrived, there were several patrol cars parked in the Timberline High School parking lot. There were a few students still on scene as well, quite a few patrol officers. There were also some of the involved parties were also present in the parking lot as well.
Okay, and when you patrol officers, what officers did you remember seeing, if you recall?
Officer Chavez was present, Officer Bell, Officer Dawes was also present. There was also Officer Hang, he was there as well.
Was there, were there any other sergeants on scene when you arrived, if you remember?
Not to my recollection at the time when I arrived.
Okay. Do you recall if Sergeant Newcomb arrived at some point?
Yes, at the time, Sergeant Newcomb did arrive.
Okay. And at that time, were you familiar with the Ali family, specifically Isan, Zara, and Hanine?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Have you spoken with them before?
Yes, I have.
And who had you spoken with? All three of them, one of them, some of them, or something else?
All three of them in the past.
And in what language had you spoken with all three of them?
In English.
How would you describe the effectiveness of that communication?
Very, very well.
How would you describe your rapport with the Ali family, at least in your opinion?
It was very good. On the prior call for service with them,
I'm just going to interrupt without repeating anything that anyone said or any specific details, just as it relates to the report, please.
our rapport is very, very good. We had a good law enforcement, public person relationship, the best way to put it.
Okay. So in this case, based on that report, did you make contact with the Ali family?
Yes, I did.
And where did you make that initial, and I suppose with whom did you make that initial contact?
Mr. Hassan.
And you said Isan Ali?
Yes, correct.
And where did you make that contact at?
He was at the rear of a patrol vehicle contacting Officer Hang and one of our community service transport officers.
And the community service officers is short for that, a CSO?
Correct.
Okay. Do you recall who that was off the top of your head?
I don't.
Okay. At some point, did you make contact with Zara and Hanine Ali?
Yes, I did.
And where did that contact occur?
That about 25, 30 yards away from where the patrol car was situated in the parking lot.
So was that patrol car in clear view of where they were located?
Yes, it was.
And when you made contact with Zara Ali, did he speak with you, or did he make any attempts to speak with anyone else?
He was attempting to yell across the parking lot to either his wife or daughter who were in the vicinity where he was yelling to.
Okay, and when you made contact with Mr. Do you recall if he was offered medical aid?
Yes, he was.
And was that by you or someone else?
It was by Officer Hang at that time.
Did he accept that medical aid or indicate that he needed it?
No, he did not.
Did you, as he was yelling across that parking lot, did you give him any directions or directives regarding those actions?
Yes, I was assisting the other officers with trying to compel him to sit in the patrol vehicle and stop yelling across the parking lot.
And did he follow those directives immediately?
No, he did not.
How many times did you have to tell him to stop yelling across the parking lot?
It was a few times. I don't know the exact number of times, but it was a few times.
Okay. At some point, did he, in fact, stop doing that, comply with your directives?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And following that, did you approach Zara and Hanine?
Yes, I did.
And during the course of your interaction with Zara, did she demand to see your husband?
Yes, she did.
Did you immediately allow that?
No, I did not.
Why not?
At that time, they were very escalated, screaming, yelling, that sort of thing. And with everybody being so elevated at that time, I wanted them to de-escalate themselves as much as possible prior to having that communication, just because I didn't want to continue or, make the disturbance that, more than already was. So just wanted to kind of calm the situation before allowing that contact.
And when you say they were very escalated, physically, what does that look like? How would you describe what that means to somebody who's not present?
Yelling, screaming, that sort of behavior.
And in the course of your interaction with Zara Ali and Hanine Ali, did you see any indications or evidence of any injury to their person or present on either their body itself in terms of what was presented to you, or clothing or anything of the like?
It didn't appear so. I didn't see any signs of cuts or bruising. Their clothes didn't seem dirty or disheveled at all.
Okay, and during the course of your interaction with Mrs. Ali, did she indicate that she needed any medical aid or anything like that?
No, she did not.
Did she make other demands of you in terms of seeing her husband or seeing her child?
Yes, she screamed quite a few times that she wanted to speak with her husband. She wanted to speak with her daughter.
Okay. During the course of your interaction with Mrs. Ali, you said she wanted to see her daughter. She asked about her daughter's condition.
No, she didn't indicate about condition of her daughter.
And are you familiar with what the runaway process looks like in terms of if a child runs away from home and that gets reported into law enforcement? Are you familiar with what that process looks like in your system?
Yes, I am.
How does that happen? What do you have to do if someone is reported as a runaway?
So generally when a juvenile is reported by a runaway, an officer will contact with the guardian or the parent at that time, get the information as far as name, date of birth, that sort of thing. And generally, if the youth comes from a home, you want to go make contact at the home to see if there's any evidence of any other potential crimes, if there's any runaway notes left, or just to check the residence to make sure that the child really isn't on scene, because that happens quite often. People report the children as missing and they're actually on property or in the home. So those are some of the things that we want to verify prior to making those sort of runaway reports.
So then in order for somebody to be listed in the system as a runaway, does the family have to agree for them to be formally listed by filling out paperwork and or providing information to law enforcement specific to that?
Correct, they do.
So they could call in and indicate they believe their child is run away but not agree if I understand your testimony, to have them put in the system.
Correct.
And if they're not put in the system, then is there any indication to other law enforcement officers, if they come in contact with them, that is their status?
Only if a attempt to locate is broadcast, but as far as if the juvenile is contacted in another jurisdiction or another state, another city, they're not going to have any information that that person is missing.
So a delay in allowing and agreeing to have that information put into the system could in fact create a delay of putting it into the system to notify other law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Do you have any further role in this case outside of what you've described on scene itself?
No, I did not.
Thank you. I have no further questions at this time.
Mr. Kading, cross-examination.
Regarding Mr. Ali, you said he was in the car already?
No, he was not.
He was not. Okay, where was he?
He was standing at the rear passenger side of the vehicle, or the
Okay.
patrol vehicle.
And what about his appearance when you saw him?
He looked, lack of better word, he looked rough. His clothes, I think his clothes were torn and he had some abrasions or dirt on his face.
Okay. And did you talk to other officers about what was going on?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you had an idea?
Yes.
Okay. What time did you arrive?
Sometime around 2:40 in the afternoon.
Okay. And what time did Mr. You know?
I don't know the exact time.
Approximately how long had you been there, do you think, before he left?
25 minutes, maybe half an hour.
Okay, so sometime around or after 3 o'clock approximately he left.
Most likely, yes.
Okay. All right, and regarding this runaway paperwork, is that something that gets filled out by the family or by the police who respond?
By the police who respond.
And do you know if that happened in this case?
I don't have any knowledge of that.
Okay. And that was Officer Hang, you said?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Just 1 second, sorry. And at some point before you left, then you did facilitate a meeting between Esau and wife?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and that happened in the car?
Yes, he was secured in the rear of the patrol vehicle, and she was talked to him through the window.
Okay, and did you ever see the daughter, Fatima?
Did I see her?
Yeah,
Yes, or no, I did not.
never, okay. All right, thank you, I have no further questions.
Mr. Larry, cross-examination.
Afternoon.
Thank you for being here. All right, so my client Zara Ali had two requests of you. One, to speak to her husband, correct?
Correct.
And the second was to speak to her daughter.
Correct.
You told her that you would allow her to eventually talk to her husband, correct?
Correct.
And you facilitated that.
I did.
And if I heard you correctly, he was in the back of the car and she was allowed to stand outside and have a conversation.
Correct.
Okay. Did you tell her whether she'd be allowed to see her daughter?
No, I did not.
So she made the request
Mhm.
and you just didn't say one way or the other, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, was that on purpose?
No, at that time, I was not the lead investigator in the call or the case, and I didn't want to supersede anybody else if they were conducting their investigation with daughter. So I didn't want to say yes or no and give an incorrect answer or false hope.
And did you ever go into the school?
I did not.
And so all of her contact with you was out in the parking lot, correct?
Correct.
And you were there continuously, correct?
Correct.
And you never said to her that you saw her daughter, correct?
Correct.
It never said that you had information as to her condition, correct?
Correct.
So her request wasn't, how's my daughter doing? It was, can we go or can I go to the school? Is that right?
No, it was, can I talk to my daughter? Can I see my daughter?
Okay, all right. In terms of the runaway protocols that you discussed on direct, on 10/18/2024, did you explain that to my client Zara Ali?
No, I did not.
In the previous contacts with her, did you explain that protocol to her?
I believe it was with her husband when.
Okay, well, let's just
oh,
talk to my client.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
ever tell my client what the protocols were and what she needed to do?
No, because she didn't make the initial report, do my prior contact.
Okay, all right. Did you have conversations with her?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Redirect.
Thank you, Your Honor. In your prior contact was, did Dad make that report, or did Hanine or somebody else?
The dad did.
And so Dad was familiar with the protocol then, is that fair to say?
Correct.
And as it relates to the runaway being formally entered into the system, is that information that you have to enter into the system based on information provided to you from the family?
Correct.
Do they have to agree then to have that person entered into the system?
They do, yes.
Okay. So you can't just as a law enforcement officer take a 7 a.m. report that a child has run away from home and then yourself put that information into the system. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Did you tell Miss Ali that you didn't have information about her daughter, or were you just silent on the issue?
Silent on the issue.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Keating, any further cross-examination?
No, Your
Mr. O'Leary?
Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right. May this witness be excused?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No.
Mr. O'Leary? You are excused. You may step down. You are free to go. Thank you. Call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Tracy.